Hello everybody. So you might be wondering, why did you bring me here today to watch a video about Disney pins? Well, this video is pretty special as I have two ginormous boxes, ginormous, from the Disney 20th anniversary of the pin trading event. And the event itself, I was going to do a full video on, live stream everything. After spending like 5 minutes on the website, I realized there was nothing worth live streaming. Here's a quick 30-second synopsis of what the event was and how they described it as a fun chat room and everything else, which, yes, there was some fun, cute moments, but they were far and few between. The event itself was extremely disappointing. It felt like I was in Neopets again in the early 2000s with the way the site was laid out, except Neopets loaded faster. These things took forever to load on each page, and it's not my internet. Not to mention the message boards, it took quite a bit to get moderated and approved, which then by that point you don't know who you're responding to because it populates at random times. The store was not clear if, as non-AP, you could buy AP-only items that did not sell. Additionally, the only good part was their content that they had as far as videos. However, they presented it as a live stream with Q&A, and instead it was just YouTube uploaded video style where you just watch the video after waiting 5 minutes for the premiere screen to go away.
And Quinn, I know that you didn't actually design any of the pins for this.
Now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and open up this box because this is more fun than the actual event, which, yes, I am still a little bit disappointed. The most disappointing part is the fact that they sold some of the pins at Downtown Disney before any of the people who actually attended the event got their pins. That's the part that I'm not happy about, and I know it sounds entitled, but at the same time, if you're told you're getting event-only pins and then they sell it as soon as the event's done, so then people who didn't pay the entry fee get to go get the special pins, that's when it gets a little bit weird, just saying. See, this is actually impressive packing by Disney. I mean, look at this. All these air bubbles. At the same time, they probably could have just sent everything in one box, but you know what? Okay, yeah, they could have sent everything in one box. This is... clean up my whole room, it's gonna just be filled with this. This is the special newspaper edition one, where you start at the Millennium Celebration in 2000, and it goes in 4-year spurts over the next 20 years, so 5 pins, 4 years each. So this is the Millennium Celebration. Hopefully that focuses. At worst, I'll take some footage and show it focused, zoomed up. But yeah, it shows how you have the lovely Epcot 2000 sign right there, everybody's favorite wand that took up so much space. And the pin is Celebrate a Future, hand in hand. So that's the fun times. So this is your first one. Then we go over to the next 4 years. So it's talking about how it all started with Walt. So it's a very cute pin. How it has Walt Disney along with the different portraits there. And it even has your special emerald showing it's the 20th anniversary event that you got this at. Fast forward to 2013 when you had the good old villains theme. So it is pretty neat because then you have a Shere Khan in there, kind of under crack number 13. And I will say, originally I was just looking at the pins for this series and I thought they were fine, you know, they were cool. And I was expecting a little tiny card for the backing. But having a big giant newspaper thing, especially in this cool sleeve, this is honestly kind of cool. Like, I usually like displaying pins. There's not really much of a reason to not keep it in this because it's just really cool, it's shiny, it reflects, I like it. 2018, featuring the animation year. So you have Steamboat Willie on there along with Walt showing some different animations and how they're drawn and the whole history, the different layers on how you put like trees on one layer, put the characters on another. It's pretty. And this one is the one from this year's event, the 20th. It's showing Mickey Mouse holding the green giant emerald, which represents the theme of this year, if you didn't notice by the back of the package. And yeah, talks about the pin trading event. The one ironic part I want to point out here is it says August 2020. course, this did not happen in August 2020, rather happened in November. Kind of. That whole part with RSP kind of throws things off, but regardless, this kind of makes me a little bit sad because it does talk about giveaways, pin games and contests, pin trading activities. There wasn't really any of that on the online thing. So I get it though, COVID, you can only do so much. Alright, so this is one of the jumbo pins. So this is Disneyland. Just look at how giant that is. I know it doesn't really appear giant because it's on camera, so it's a little bit confusing looking, but you can stand it on its own stand if you want. But just look at the box, look at that. Even says limited edition. It's a limited edition of 1,000, and it has a pin trading logo in the bottom. And to the other coast, which this one was only limited edition of 300. Disneyland was 1,000 for some reason. Walt Disney World was 300. Not sure why, unless there's just more people who buy merchandise in Disneyland, so they had more. Don't really know, but either way, I was lucky to get this. So just look at that. Once again, huge. You have people from Figment to Buzz and Woody, to good old Stitch, and just, yeah, that's home. Absolutely love it, the level of detail, and again, I just love the box. They did so good with the boxes, which is something I usually don't care about, as I usually just scrap them. This is cool. So this is a special Donald Duck, the 20th pin anniversary trading. This is one of the pieces. So it has an emerald cover, and then when you pull it up, you get to see Donald Duck, and it looks like he is operating a Jungle Cruise boat, possibly. I can't tell, the backing's a little bit confusing, but he does have a pin lanyard on, so that's pretty cute. And then this is one of the center stone pieces for the entire set. So like Donald would go up here, and then different ones go around. But yeah, it's cool. You got the 20th diamond in the middle. It's pretty beautiful. Or emerald, sorry, not a diamond. This is the future of Hollywood Studios, which is basically saying the future involves Star Wars, Marvel, Toy Story, and Mickey and Minnie. Makes sense. Pretty much kind of see how that's the way the park is going, especially if they do decide to retheme Rock and Roller Coaster in the future to something related to Marvel, which is totally possible. This is the Today series, which this one's actually for Brie, and it is the lovely DuckTales, along with an emerald at the bottom to show that it's from the Savette. So this one's really pretty. I like it. Good old DuckTales. Not enough pins, surprisingly, for a very popular series. This is the welcome pin that you get for the Savette. Usually it's about a set of 4 pins, but since you're not in person, it's different. So this is the welcome pin, and it's Mickey Mouse holding an interchangeable number 20, so you can change it out for some different smaller pins, such as this one, which is your exit pin, which is the preview pin for next year's event, which is Heroes vs. Villains. Now this one is the pins that were created by the auction winner last year. So it's Mickey asking if anybody wants to pin trade, and it's pretty because it's just custom made. Somebody decided to make that. 3 of the pins, Tigger, Ariel, and Stitch, are interchangeable, so you could change them out with other small ones, or you could put this on the Welcome Mickey one if you wanted to. Now this is a giant time capsule. This bad boy, I don't know what 100140 is supposed to stand for, but it's pretty rare. There was only, I want to say 300 of these? 250 of these. So yeah, mind you, this is cardboard and not steel. It would be pretty cool if this was steel though, and you could actually bury it, but then again, I don't know why you would want to bury this for 20 years if this is implying that it might actually be implying that in 20 years you can go ahead and open this on October 1st of 2040. That'd be very weird to bury pins and things for that long, but let's go ahead and open it up and take a look at what's inside there. Magical box opening noise. Gotta love it. But alright, let's take a look at this, shall we? So, you get this scroll, I'll call it. I don't know if that's the correct term or not, but this is showing you the 20 years of Disney pins. So on it is the actual map starting from when it first started back in 2000 for the first event, even though pin trading started in 99. Working your way all the way around this mini chart to 2020. It does come with this very green emerald Spaceship Earth Epcot pin, which is pretty neat. One of the items was all the different events throughout the years, but in the tiny pins, I didn't get that, which in hindsight probably was a bad idea, because this is actually meant for that. This is meant for all the pins. So if you get one from each year, you put it here and you have this cool display. And if you have any duplicates, you got the back pouch to go hide it in. So pretty neat design. But this is a preview pin for next year's event, the Heroes vs. Villains. And you got Mickey Mouse as Steamboat Mickey versus, or Steamboat Willie, mind you, versus Pete the Cat as Pete the Cat, but like more cat than he is now. And yeah, it's giant compared to the exit pin, and it is colored. Alright, so we have a little pin trading patch. It even shows limited edition of 250. So if you want to put this patch on your backpack or something, or some people have the suitcases for their pins, this is what you put on it, showing that you are authentic, you are real. And this is a special card saying it's preparing you for the next 20 years of Disney pin trading, also saying limited edition 250. So interesting business card. If you want a sticker as opposed to a patch, you got this, again saying limited edition 250. Special lithograph, if you want to call that, or postcardish. Yeah, 2021, and again an LE 250, showing you the different pins throughout the 20 years. So that way if you do want to track it along with your map, you have a card to look at. Now this one is really cool, even though it's upside down in its case for some reason. But this is a limited edition saying that you are an official pin trader. You have a giant pin trading magnet. Clearly they like to tell you that you've been doing this for 20 years. Limited edition of 250. And it is very shiny. It might not show as shiny on camera, but in person, especially the back, just gleaming with shininess. It's impressive. So this is a 3D sculpted logo pin dangle, as they call it. So it has the Epcot looking, I don't know, polymorphs, whatever you want to call it. I'm not an architect. And it has the good old pin trading logo on it, very shiny. On the back, the 20th anniversary listed on it, along with showing you LE 250. It's really beautiful. I do kind of wish it was a whole lanyard, just so that way you could display pins on it, because right now you could really only display 2, maybe 3, unless you got all the small ones, then maybe you could display all of them double-sided. But it's beautiful. Just, it makes me feel like I have a medal or something from the Olympics. I know it's not that level, but for the pin trading world, it's kind of close to that level. Now for the final opening of this video, which I'm having a few friends send me more of these as I'm trading things around, since quite a bit of this was purchased for friends, either for Christmas or they're paying me to purchase it and then show it off on camera, which is fun. Without further ado, here are the collectible cards with the pins on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it nicely using scissors, just because I feel fancy. It's always a good reason to do something. So this is the first one. This is event number 17, which is Love is an Adventure, which if you are married or dating somebody who truly you do love and you can have fun with and go on adventures with, then yes, love is an adventure. Sometimes bad, but hopefully good in your case. Event inspired by love isn't just a fairy tale. Love can be a number of different things. This set shows all the ways love is shared. It's just cute. It says Mickey and Minnie as well. Obviously they're not the best material for cards. I was kind of hoping for actual cards. Kind of similar to Sorcerer's, where it has a little bit better material, because this is just cardboard. So if anything, you can't really poke through it. I probably will have to put this in a sleeve, and you do have to consider that even if you just wanted the card itself, there's going to be a hole in it because of the pin. But you know what? I still thought this was the coolest series heading in, and it's pretty. Oh crap. So, I mean, I know I said I like this card, but considering there's 10 of them, and I do not have 10 of these to go through, I really hope that they're not all going to be the same. It is not the same one, and this one is going to be popular by a lot of people. But we have one orthodoncia. Sorry for butchering that. Event number 17, which is the Pixar Party 30th year event. And the event is inspired by, they're just using the same actor over and over. What kind of cut rate productions is this? Mystery set. Interesting wording. Oh, this one's cute. Okay. So this one is the most recent event, the Disney Fairy Tales. And here you can see Patch wearing an emerald collar, which is just adorable. And even his face on the picture itself in the movie is just cute. So that was all the things I got. Again, they probably could have packed everything in one box, so it's kind of funny. But hey, that's life for you, and hopefully I could get all 10 of these somehow by trading around. Fingers crossed, because getting 2 of the same makes me worried that when I do make a few trades and open some more in the future, they're all going to be the same. So hopefully not. At worst, I can trade pins around, and that's always a good thing. That's the blessing of the internet, and that is why the event really should have been done on Zoom or some other platform or something. There's so many social event sites that you can use for different events, but that's fine. I do want to thank them for at least putting on an event instead of just saying we're pushing it to next year, which then would have made everything else messed up. So props to you events team for doing this and getting all the orders out. And yeah, so thanks for watching. If you liked it, hit subscribe and like, and watch for future content, as I'll be opening up more pins as I do get them from friends that are going to the parks, or even just different ones, such as more of these recollections cards. Take care and have a magical day.